voiced it 10 seconds, 14, 19, 20. Coming back from the couch. It's the Weeb closet.
They don't even go here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back for episode 7, and you already know what this is. Weeb. I was just looking at her. Chris was like, no.
Nobody's ever ready for the Weeb closet.
Ever.
Nobody's ever ready.
If you like our content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share.
And turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video.
Yeah, we're trying to shoot for 100 subscribers, guys. Come on. Help us out. Let us stack up them subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, back to your regularly scheduled Weeb Closet episode. So we're going to continue on. And in episode 7, we meet back up with Subaru. And now he's angry and furious at Beatrice because she did nothing. And all of a sudden now, she just opens the door to him. And she also lets Rim die in the process.
How do we know Rim died? What?
Well, Elsa said, actually Beatrice said the reason that she wanted to get into that room, it's now mute, or it's like, it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe it doesn't matter because if he walks out, he's going to die. So what if she's not dead?
Well, he died in the room, so.
Yeah, but that was like a little after she had already said that. So he didn't know. So either way, he was going to die. So if he would have walked out to try to save Rim, he could have died. I mean, but she walked in anyway because she already had all the doors open, so she was able to get in. But like, yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I have a question, guys. How do you guys feel about that whole scene right there between Beatrice saving Subaru and basically letting everybody else die?
It was very unpredictable because unexpected. Excuse me, the wrong word. Because we were trying to figure out what Beatrice has been. And she's like Roswell. Right. You're just never there when you should be there, okay? And all of a sudden she just decides to save Subaru right, and Subaru was like, what is wrong with you? Now you choose to show up, where have you been? And now this girl is dead.
Yeah. I was also looking for her, you know. I was like, she can do something, but like, what? And it was actually really sad. It was an emotional scene because, you know, Subaru's trying to kill himself, obviously, because all his girls died. So he's got to go back.
Cares about.
And she's really like trying to stop him from killing himself. And
why did he hesitate though? Right. He went to the trouble of breaking all his cups. It was just like I'm gonna do it. I'm getting closer. I am right here. You're gonna stop. Right. Right. But it's just like, why did she do all of that? What possessed her to say, you know what, F trying to save everybody, forget them. But I'm going to save you for now, even though I know that you're probably going to die. But let me just do this one thing. Who was telling her these things? Right.
Yeah, and why does she have that gospel?
Yeah. Okay. Get away from me, human! I hate you! Like, Subaru starts yelling at her, like, why did you save me? And she starts clinging to this guy. Well, first of all, she knocks the crap out of him with it. And then he's like, why are you clinging on to this thing? Where did you get it from? Why are you doing this? And whose orders are you following?
Yeah, I
and
feel
what is in the gospel that has her so struck on following it or not following it?
Yeah, so
we don't know if she's actually following what's in the gospel.
we do know that Beetlejuice, like, he really, really held his gospel dearly. And all we know, that's the only other person we've known who has had gospel. So it's really curious to see that she's over here clinging to it, crying for it, and saying that everything she lives, breathes, and does is for this gospel. It's really sketchy, but it also is kind of confusing because she seems really hurt and conflicted. She let everybody die, but when Subaru got really angry at her for it, she just started like crying and shouting hysterically.
Her facial expressions were contradicting everything she was saying. I can only do this for Mother. I can only go according to what Mother says. I don't understand.
You can't change my feelings, you human.
She was very offended by Subaru, just the fact being a human.
Right.
She must have either dealt with a lot of bad humans, or her past is just so. Or actually, wait, whatever's written in that gospel must be like really traumatizing to me. For me, that's what I think.
I wonder if the gospel has something to do with like all these oaths and promises and stuff, like, cause she's like right. So
I wonder if the gospel told her to stay in the library and make sure that she didn't do anything, and maybe that's why she let everybody die.
Right.
And so that makes me wonder, like, what's the purpose of the gospel? What is the gospel? What is the gospel's intentions?
Well, I mean, okay, if we're thinking back to episode, well, I don't know,
Season 1.
Season 1, was it in the gospel for her to make a contract with Subaru at first to say, hey, protect me for this
That's
moment?
a good point. We really don't know.
It just doesn't make sense. Garfiel and Rizu, what was it? What happened after he's talking to Amelia?
Yeah. He talks to Amelia and he looks super sketch.
Mm-hmm.
So Garfield comes over, he's like, hey man, let me speak to you for a second.
And I was like, you too calm.
You too calm, bro. Are you good? Is everything alright?
Right.
And Subaru's like,
Amelia just failed again. Why are you so calm about this?
Oh yeah, I see you fell 800,000.
Right. What are you?
Like, I already know what happened.
Okay.
so Ryuzu and Garfield kind of tell Subaru, hey, can you come with us real quick? And then all of a sudden, switch completely flipped.
Mm-hmm.
Garfield went from a few episodes ago, saying like, "Oh, bro, like, why don't you just take the test?" to like literally hauling this dude up in the air by the neck, and said like, "Yo, I'll kill you,
Bruh.
and I'm gonna stuff you away." So
It's like we were saying earlier. It's like, you know how you're trying to sneak past this guard and they're supposed to take the same path and they don't.
all of a sudden they switch up on you.
Right, and they start walking towards you.
Detected. Game over. Restart mission.
That's exactly what happened. Not to mention, we noticed that there are 2 reusers. Anybody else pick up on that?
I did not. I did not.
Not until somebody else.
I mean, because look, I've just been noticing. I don't know if there are two reusers, but she definitely did have 2 sets of clothes. Last episode, I think it was, she was wearing black, and the first time we met Ryuzu, she was wearing white, and now this episode, she's wearing white again. So I don't know, like.
What if her cloak changes with her mood, and it's just one? Yes.
She has a doppelganger.
Oh. Okay.
But if it's the other elf we saw at the beginning when they first got the same.
So maybe those 2 aren't the same people.
Oh my gosh.
You're right. Ruru. What if the real Ruru is locked up in that place that they have Subaru?
Whoa. That's something to think about.
What if she's a shapeshifter?
So my other question is this though. Why is Garfield switching up so much?
Well, it's kind of like Rem and Ram in the first season. Like, at first they were all lovey-dovey, but the more he keeps, like, coming back, then they start to smell the witch more and more, the scent of the witch. So maybe this is just another one of those
like circumstances?
Yo, you smell really bad, so we're really suspicious.
We're about to fuck you up. Oh, shoot. We're about to mess you up.
We're about to snatch your edges. Right.
And, moving forward, we see that Garfield stuffs Subaru in this chamber, which is basically the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gets dry from there, just a little bit. It's like, don't scream. I mean it, don't scream.
Nobody's coming to help you.
Like, Subaru, you just don't listen. You don't learn
Right.
from anything that you do.
I wouldn't want to
All the
disobey Garfield.
times that you've died, you just still don't figure out, like, there's some things that you shouldn't do, and there's some things that you, like, okay.
Which, by the way, he does recount all of his suffering.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's him coming to terms with, okay, maybe I really need to really think about how I approach these people. I can't act like I know everything. Because I do know
Because
everything.
that never goes around.
They don't know everything.
But you know, like he's basically immortal, and so like I guess he's just getting used to that. I mean, it makes him kind of not even feel like a regular person. 'Cause he's like, oh damn, oh Amelia got killed. Oh, well, I'm gonna come back. So
It almost seems like he's like starting to become kind of like a witch, in that he's losing his humanity, and he's starting to come to terms with all this godlike power and losing
It's
like
like
the sense that people are
Meliodas
humans.
from Seven Deadly Sins. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Because quick side note. Meliodas is cursed, and every time he dies, he gets more powerful, but he starts to lose his emotion every time. Yeah.
Makes sense. So, whatever. Anyway, we move on, and while Subaru's trapped there, then best guy Otto shows up to save the day. Well, okay. Maybe
I'm suspicious.
we clearly have
all these
disagreement.
So Garfield is bribing Otto, and
It's like, oosh, shiny purple thing.
right, and Otto,
money, you want it.
Right, you want this money.
and he's like, "Hey, if you want this, don't say nothing." But in Otto's face, I don't know. I don't trust Otto now because the face he made when he flashed that little jewel in front of him was like, "I'm gonna get this."
Yeah, it seems like he can be playing both sides right now. Like, yes, I am here to save you, but it's like, how did you know I was here?
Otto's the true double agent. We thought it was
Exactly.
Frederica. Oh,
So
wow.
it's like, okay, how did you know I was here? You're acting really, really calm about
Talking
coming
in
to
third
save
person.
me. Yeah. And like, how did the rest of your conversation go with Garfield?
He did, right? He did say to Subaru that he didn't take it,
Yeah.
but like, did he really not take
Right.
that?
He's reaching his pocket.
Because how else would he have known where to go save him? Excuse me.
And then how else
Okay.
would he have gotten away from Garfield if he said no? Garfield would have messed him up.
So
right there.
I think, I trust Otto, but I think that maybe he just took it under the guise that like, okay, I'm gonna join your side, Garfield. But then
Trickery.
he came still, because he was honest with Subaru and said he did show it to him. He didn't have to tell him that that happened at all.
But Otto can't get out of the sanctuary. So it's like, why would you put yourself in a predicament where you could get messed up because you just saved Subaru? Otto can leave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
well,
'cause he's
okay.
human.
Yeah, humans can leave.
He's
Full
human?
humans can leave. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Otto hasn't tried to leave, so Otto can't leave in my world. Simple.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
He,
He hasn't-
he does stay behind when Subaru and Ram.
Right, yeah, the first time he was still on. Otto did come and help the village the first time. So yeah, I did forget about that. Now, before when he was like helping Subaru escape, he definitely like put his ear to the ear and something weird happened.
Ear to the air.
Okay. So, anyways, he did put his ear to the air and the air started like vibrating or something. And so
And he said he could hear it that Garfield was at the
yeah, he said he could hear that Garfield.
graveyard,
So
yeah.
maybe I don't know what that entails, but maybe he was doing something like that. Maybe that helped him like figure out where Subaru was. If he's not a double agent.
I think he is double agent. I don't trust him.
Hey,
period,
I respect it. I respect it.
Everything just seemed to be going too smoothly.
Because Subaru was like him being out of touch. He really was surprised to even see that like Otto was there to help
He
him.
called him friend.
No.
Right.
Eugene. Subaru was
So-
like,
Laughing at his face.
right.
But I think that just shows you how like detached from humanity Subaru was becoming.
I have a friend.
Right, he hasn't had a good friend since his parents. Like all his friends when he had when he was younger, they all left. They all ditched him.
That's you. That's fun.
Exactly.
Not
Exactly.
So with Otto
With
kind of planning things behind the scenes, does that at least make you guys feel a little bit better about Otto?
No, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to play out. I mean, okay, cool, they met up with Ram at the end, but it just seemed to be going too well. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like how it got set up. His facial expression at the beginning when it all leading up to that. I don't know. But I mean, when Garfield came down to the dungeon and discovered that Subaru was no longer there, and went
He ain't know about
berserk,
that.
I mean,
Didn't go berserk yet.
Well,
that we know of.
his
But he
head
did
was
transform.
berserk.
He did begin to transform, which shows that he was upset.
His claws were a lot bigger than Frederica's, so he's gonna be like some big monster coming in.
A fucking Goliath.
He gonna be Puck's younger cousin.
Oh gosh. So that makes me wonder, like, what do you guys think he's gonna do? How they're gonna stop Garfield from stopping Subaru again?
Well, first of all, I think Garfield's gonna change into a ginormous saber-tooth tiger, but with dark fur. That's unrelated, but I don't know.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
I mean, shouldn't they like have been like left already by the time he like even discovered that they were gone?
You know, it'd be crazy is if like, what if it happens that like he can leave the barrier too, just by chance? But like, what if that happens? What's gonna stop him from killing them?
Were they trying to leave the barrier, or were they trying to go and take on the next trial?
I think they were.
They were trying to leave the barrier.
They were trying to leave the barrier.
Yeah,
I thought
because
were going to the
they
trial 'cause
they
knew
escaped.
what was currently going
Right.
at the trial.
Right. I mean, either
Well,
possibly.
they might be. They might
Yeah, because Amelia was doing the trial that night that he escaped.
Didn't they say she's about to take the trial? Like she's about to start?
But I thought, well, that might be the case. I don't know, but I thought that it was because Garfield was busy at the trial with Amelia that they were gonna try to escape to the barrier.
I
but
think it's
hey.
highly likely that he's gonna go try to take the trial.
Okay.
I think it's going. I don't know.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, they could have another plan. We could be setting him up for another disaster moment. So, I guess we have to see.
All great questions.
Wonderful questions.
What happened?
What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Subaru's going to go face that trial? Do you guys feel like they're rushing back to the village and the Roswell's mansion? Do you think they have any kind of plans to stop everything Elsa or whoever this Miley character is?
Find out on the next episode of
Weeb Closet.
Or ReZero, but come back here. After
Come-
Yeah,
come
well,
come
there too.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, maybe we'll watch it with you guys. Who knows?
Yeah, copyright, but
If
come
you
back.
guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with 5 friends. Oh, I'm sorry.
fucking talking.
You did great though. You might want to do it again. Yeah, if you like this video,
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
And turn on those post notifications.
Yes, ring the bell icon.
New video
Every week.
early.
Actually, we're going to probably be switching it up a little bit. We might be trying to bring you guys even more content. All ReZero related. And if you love ReZero, please check in with us every week.
Early.
We waiting on you at the door.
Period.
I'm
I
proud.
wasn't, because it's kind of weird.
Well, they're waiting on us at the computer.
I love you.
So based on our data, it's their phones.
Right. Right.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Yeah. Make sure you guys tune in next week, though. We'd love to have you back on our esteemed channel. Start up some conversation of your own in the comments. I mean, we'd really love to know what you guys
We will definitely check the comments. We read them. We will definitely talk back. So, all right. Peace out, guys.
Bye.